college directors. The old system was not interacting well with the changes being made in the database. The student may now check out the Academy catalog and find the director's email address and request the course directly. We are still getting over the loss of our longtime staff member and CS, but in true Academy fashion, new directors have stepped up to help fill the void created by Wayne's passing. A specific Boothby level has been created bearing his name. For those not aware, Wayne had accumulated 3,990 course credits at the time of his passing. The 4,000 level is now named in his honor. Various institutes in the Academy have been seeing a growing number of colleges which are drawing more attention, with courses in art appreciation and musicals being added to the arts and a wide variety of courses covering the gambit from movies through to sciences. We are going to be seeing some established institutes expanding with additions from new sources and up-and-coming new directors. The number of students taking Academy courses has swollen over the past year, as we have also progressed in our efforts to purge those courses which have had little or no action for an extended time, leaving room to grow out of what some may call dead wood. The online course system continues to enlarge and finds the attention of many first-time students as they enter the Academy's offerings. The Starfleet Academy website team is well on its way to moving Academy operations to a more user-friendly program called Moodle. Kevin Plummer, Chris Hart, and Carol Thompson have been working steadily to get the new site to the beta testing phase. Kevin and Chris, the ITs on the team, are programming Moodle to work the way our directors and students need it to, and Carol is proofreading each college page, keeping the new site up to date and discussing the operational priorities of the program with the team. Kevin is creating a basic instruction manual for directors with screenshots to teach a few willing directors how to use the new program. These beta testers will help us adjust the program to their needs and to finalize the instructions so they can eventually go into the Starfleet Academy orientation manual. We hope to go to beta testing by the end of the year, if not sooner. End of report.
Next up, communications and Kevin Plummer.
I apologize first because I'm having an allergy attack. I'm just going to summarize the two main things for the comms department. One is the CQ is caught up. It took a variety of staff changes in order to accomplish that. The second thing is we would like to have lots of photographs from you guys for the IC. That's it. Thank you.
Operations will be Jonathan Simmons.
Hello, Starfleet.
Morning, Gumby.
Hi, Gumby. Hello, Starfleet. I have stuff. I've been filling in for the Chief of Operations for about a week now. And in that week, I've launched one chapter, decommissioned one chapter, and launched one shuttle. Previously, looking for the records here. They're in here somewhere. They were in here. We have 15 new shakedown chapters that we launched last year. We have 8 newly commissioned chapters, and we have 17 chapters that we had just decommissioned. The reporting averages are in the high 80 percentiles, and from what I understand, that's a lot higher than it was last year, so more chapters are reporting more on time now. And speaking of on-time awards, I have a couple of regional communication, or regional reporting awards rather, that I would like to hand out. The first one being to Region 12 for achieving a region that achieves a perfect MSR reporting period for an entire year. Think about that. And the second one goes to Region 8. Much better. Region 8. Next up, I have some chapter longevity awards, beginning with the 5th year. Need more room on the podium. Nah, I'm not going to move your stuff. Nah, it's okay. These are 5-year certificates of longevity to the chapters, and the first one is presented to the USS Battleborn. If the Battleborn's not here, can I give it to the RC?
That is the best.
Yeah.
And he's.
Or you can see me afterward, and I can give it to you. The next one up is the USS Deja Thoris.
They're here. Come on up.
Stand up, sir, be recognized. There you go, much better. The next one goes to the USS Diamondback for 5 years as a Starfleet chapter. The USS Draconia. The USS Empress. Hey, congratulations, Richard. The USS Golden Gate. The USS Haven. The USS Lafitte. Retribution Station is also 5 years old. The USS San Juan is also 5 years old. All right. Excellent. Congratulations. The USS Sterling. The USS Starfire. You want me to give you retribution stations too?
No, I'm just gonna get Starfire.
Retribution,
That's Region 3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
My mistake.
That's okay, and there was another one.
I've got the Starfire. Region 4.
The USS Wisconsin is 5 years old. Congratulations, Nick. And the USS Zavala is 5 years old. You're welcome. 10 years. There's not as many 10 years. The ISS Tomahawk. $15-year awards. We do these in increments of 5. The USS Ares.
Is that the Aries without the I?
Yes.
That's in 15.
Yeah, that's 15.
2 Aries, no waiting. Look over there. The USS Appomattox is 15 years old. There is no other USS Appomattox. Look over there. The USS Darwin is 15 years old. Congratulations again, Bob. The USS Hatfield is 15 years old. Nice hustle. The USS Pioneer is 15 years old. I'm driving back to Denver, so I can take this and personally deliver it. Believe it or not, we have 20-year awards too. You'd be surprised how many chapters are 20 years old. I was. And I do this for a living. The USS Adamant. They were adamant about being 20 years old. Oh, come on, everybody's entitled to one.
Better than that, come on.
I'm saving it up. The USS Blackhawk is 20.
Well, Jeff's here, that's why.
The USS Da Vinci is 20. There you go, Russ. Congratulations, boss.
Got it.
He comes with his own sound effect.
Yes.
Hey, you gotta back up one.
I got one for the Blackhawk.
Oh,
Congratulations, Jeff.
thanks, John. Thank you.
The USS Helen Pulowski is 20 years old. More pictures. The USS Lone Star. Raspberry not included. And the USS Providence. I know this man.
Turn around.
They fell. The Lone Star. Where is the Lone Star? We need a Jeopardy theme.
Yeah. ask, you shall receive. Be careful what you wish for.
Camouflage. Sorry about that. 20 years is hard. That's good work.
Great stuff, yeah.
25 years. Trivia certificates. The ISS Katana. Congratulations, Robert. The USS Starfleet is 25. Congratulations, Carl. You want to turn around for a picture here? I didn't keep them up there. And last but not least, the USS Hood is 25. Sit, stand, sit, stand, sit, stand. And I have a chapter to commission today from Region 1. The USS Black Elk is going to commission here today. The Black Elk serves Region 1 and it's an Olympic class hospital ship.
I represent the support chapter for the Black Elk.
Okay, congratulations. Happy Mother's Day. I keep forgetting to look over that way. I also have plank owner certificates for all of the founding members of the Black Hawk. They're back at the room. I'll get them to you later. Okay. And that's all I have from operations. Thank you very much.
Okay, next we have the Vice Commander of Starfleet with Teresa Bristow.
Okay. Right, the reason we've done this way around is because we've got a lot to get through on VCS. Starting with membership processing. To come to the chase, total members processed as of 30th of June, 1,068. Total membership packets processed at that date, 632. As of today, Sacramento membership processing has all the equipment, all the documentation, everything they need to send out membership packets. So that should be getting up to speed pretty quick. I'm checking in with William Bartholomew later today to make sure that is going to happen. Starfleet Marine Corps. Right. With regard to the ribbons, there are policies in place to enter awards that have been issued, but for some reason were not entered at that time. I need to be clear that the responsibility of proof rests on the individual themselves. If you request an award to be entered, you will need to produce a copy of the award certificate, an email statement from the original issuing individual, a notation pointing to where it was announced in a newsletter, something that shows it was issued. Then we can get those ribbons sorted and you can wear them. Communication. The SFMC has an electronic presence, as well as all the one from Marines here today, this weekend. There are various websites, Facebook pages. You can access those off the SFI website. The links are all there. If you can't find them, email me at the VCS office and I'll email you those website addresses. Okay? And a note with regard to the various disasters that have been happening around the world recently. Suffice it to say that disasters seem to be occurring just about everywhere. If you find yourself in a place where you can lend a hand, please do so. Keep your command informed as to what you do and what those around you are doing. Pay it forward, because you do not know when it could be your neighbourhood next. And Starfleet Marine wishes to close with, I want to remind you that the triannual election cycle to choose the next Commander Starfleet is upon us. Go to the main locations, the Facebook group, and the election 2016 list. Again, those links are on the SFI website page. Chaplain Services. The Chaplain Services website currently has 123 members. The Facebook site has 51 members. The College of Spirituality reported acknowledging 3 graduates from its courses taken in May 2016. Deputy Chief Chaplain Larry French is moving at the moment. He's moving home, shifting state. So he's in temporary status until he can get set up again. R2, Michael McBride, reported that some questions have come up concerning the Faith Advisory Council as to status, current participants and definitions. This has been addressed to the staff and working on getting a listing of members. R6, Russell White Dykus, reported he is working to build a better line of communication with the R6 RC and has reached out to the RC through various social media. R12, Lee Schmidt, has resigned his position due to health issues, and a replacement will be sought as soon as possible. R13, Franklin Newman III, reported no changes for the month of May. R20, John Hardy, and his assistant Amanda Barrow have both indicated that it would be nice to have a good working relationship with the next CS and their staff. I'm sure they can do that. Starfleet Surgeon General. Okay. From the SFI member database, the Medical Corps has 207 members, plus 74 new affiliation members added since January 2015. The goal for 2015-16 is to recruit 200 members. The main themes for Starfleet Medical Corps are 1, to raise community health awareness and home safety issues. 2, to make explicit efforts to work collaboratively within SFI regions to further develop health awareness programming, including community service efforts. And 3, to make plans to invite participation. The newsletter Hyperspray is doing well. The website, again, can be accessed via the SFI site. They're creating new forms for the database, and the website hits to date at 4,341 visits. And the SG announcement to acknowledge the death of Fleet Admiral Wayne Keeler, Jr. was included in your IC handbook. They purchased the space in the handbook for that. SG Major General Oliver Savannah Sr., who has been unwell recently, is in rehab and is recovering. Planning meetings continue to encourage annual activities to share at least one health information piece in assigned region, plan one wellness event in your assigned region, and plan one community service activity in the assigned region. There was one complaint received with regard to recognition. However, that has been cleared up and has been dealt with. The senior advisors and SG recognise the need to develop the leadership capabilities, opportunities of the female members of the Medical Corps, and will actively recruit female Medical Corps members into leadership settings. The advisors in SG recognise the need to address the concerns of members outside the US. On a personal note, Colonel Gregory Fan has submitted a report on TB trends in India to be published in a peer-reviewed online journal, and is at present in India on a pro bono visit, public health activities to do with TB control in India for the month of August. So that's where he is right now, that's why he can't be here this weekend. Moving on to Pet Fleet. So far the totals are 91 parents, 213 animals, which break down to 7 birds, 100 cats, 64 dogs, I think the cat owners are winning there a bit, 1 raccoon, 2 iguanas, 1 guinea pig, 4 tarantulas, I hold up my hand to those, 5 snakes, who's got the other one? 3 turtles, 20 stuffed animals, total Facebook members, 145. Special operations. Okay, SFSOs, moving forward. They're working on trying to get the manuals updated. We have a manual update all over at the moment. Total operatives, 93. Total operatives in the database, 303. Total SOUs, 26. Total SOUs reporting, 21. Percentage reported, 81%. Pretty good going. Starfleet Sciences. More web pages, web addresses. If you can't find them on the SFI site, email me and I will email them to you. Okay, Starfleet Sciences, as you know, informational resource within the Old Fleet Resource Centre concept, which promotes science education and explores the portrayal of science within the Star Trek shows. The total number of hits to the web page has now come to 4,153 hits. Starfleet has a list server and Facebook page. The Facebook page has 2,550 lifetime total likes, 3,910 total impressions for June. Starfleet Sciences receives reports from the regional science officers or liaisons in 7 regions. That's regions 1, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13 and 15. Region 1 Sciences, also led by Admiral Heim, was very active in June with 10 ships CSOs in Space Station Bennu, USS Alaric, Columbia, Excalibur, Heimdall, Jurassic, Ohio, Renegade, Reprisal and Robbins, and R1 Space Camp Station Shrek reporting in. Region 7's commander held summarized, many new developments in the field of astronomy and space exploration reported by the USS Sovereign, with exciting news about exoplanets, Mars, Europa. Region 15's commander Prushko volunteered as the regional science contact for his region. Region 1 Sciences presented the 2015 Annual Sciences Awards, the Einstein Award, to Region 1 CSOs at the Region 1 Summit. June posts to the Starfleet Sciences Facebook page included an update on the Juno probe, news about a bionic leaf, Pluto, exoplanets and the supermassive black hole at the centre of the Milky Way galaxy. A comparison of the Sun to larger stars, including red giants Betelgeuse and Antares, Lockheed Martin's Mars Base Camp idea, the US government's preparations for impact to space weather and electromagnetic pulses, and the weekly post of science shows on TV this week. For orientation, in May of this year, Vice Admiral Peter Lutz resigned. Newsletters were developed to allow the member to have a choice of how their membership materials were being delivered. The applications were also updated with these choices. Overall response has been good. I'll go a bit off page here. It's about 50-50 at the moment as to who wants everything electronic, as to opposed to who wants a hard certificate card in the post. Everything else can be electronic. They'd rather have it email because they want that bit of paper in their hand to say, I am a member. They like getting it on the doormat. In June 2016, Colonel Craig Kamikawa took over as orientation officer. He's doing pretty good. He manages to turn around contact to the members within 48 hours. Now, at the moment, he's obviously away from home. He's away from his usual rig. There's going to be a little gap for this one. He will be catching up. So, he's also sending detailed instructions for downloading member materials if people request those by email. And he's sending out the members' username and password so they can access the database immediately. And I've asked him, when he's sending out future ones, can he also put a note on there? Please go into the database straight away, check your address, make sure it is correct. Because going back to membership packaging, the major reason that packets are coming back is that the address is not being recognized. So something's wrong in there. It may be people are using their nickname, their Starfleet name, and people at that address are saying, who's that, don't know that, send it back. It could be the zip code's wrong. If you've got, say, some of the Spanish, Portuguese, Mexican members, the names have 15 names. We need to possibly say, can we have just 1, 2? So we can just get that to you. Because you've got the first name, the surname's gone. So if you can get people to go back onto that website as soon as they can, check their address, check their details, make sure they're correct. And if there is a problem, let us know straight away. That will reduce the number of membership packets coming back. Okay, and that, thank you, Warren, is it for VCS this year.
Okay. We have the commander of Starfleet's office, and after dozens of phone calls and emails to various state of North Carolina agencies by Fleet Admiral Wayne Kilo, it was determined that per North Carolina law, Starfleet can conduct its business, including the executive committee and admiralty boards, voting via electronic means. That was implemented earlier in the year, and it's working very well. The IRS tax form 990 was filed in a timely manner.